Brody was diagnosed with autism when he was about 4.5. Started noticing some signs, that something might be off when he was about 3. Wasn't quite developing speech like he normally should. And then he started having, some odd obsessions. He started off, he was obsessed with ABCs and numbers. I don't think it's too normal for a 3-year-old to be able to count to 100. So I'm married to Travis. He is the head baseball coach at Nyack over in Mason City. We have 2 sons. Brody, he is 6, and he is our child with autism. And then we have Owen, who will be turning 4 here next month.
Full of energy, and at the same time can move at a very slow pace. He's a very creative kid, and he's just very fun to work with.
We always call this the center, or on our way over, are you ready to go work? We kind of refer to it as work on Monday mornings for Brody. It's become a special place for us, coming over to the center.
With applied behavior analysis, we're breaking things into tiny pieces, teaching those things individually, and then we put them together to form a chain. So for example, if we're teaching washing hands, that can be broken down into probably about 8 to 12 steps, and we'll teach each one of those independently as we are putting them together to form that longer chain.
Because he has been really interested in the states, countries, capitals, landmarks, and he really tests my geographical skills. And so one of the things that we did was listening and responding function feature in class, and it's just more of that categorizing. And so we actually used flashcards and incorporated states and countries and capitals just to kind of make that sorting task, just so he would be more engaged, actually enjoy it and participate in the program.
Dr. Lauren was more than willing to help us out, as far as figuring out different ways to get Brody back on track, so he could be successful at school.
So right now we are serving about 70 kids in some capacity. So we've got about 25 to 30 of those kids receive direct one-on-one services, whether it's here in the clinic or supported community living services out in the community. We have about 30 kids who get social skills groups, and that ranges from elementary age kids, about 5 to 6, all the way to 18.
The staff have been wonderful. We feel that we can manage him better at home. We have the tools, if he does start to have a meltdown, we know what to do in order to get him back on track and focused on a different task.
I think a lot of our families are a little timid just because of the sensory overload or the what ifs of their, how to handle or the upset and, just that excitement. And
one of the kids, his brother actually ended up being one of the bat boys for Travis's team, so that was kind of cool, kind of expanding, the relationships, just through baseball and then with the Autism Center.
Want to just welcome everyone to our 2nd annual Autism Awareness Game. I'm Travis Herger, the head coach here at Nyack. Really appreciate everyone being out here today. This game, obviously, it was inspired by my son, Brody Herger, who was diagnosed on the spectrum a few years ago.
And there's a lot of opportunities to have parental support, just having their kids be with other children who may or may not have autism, who can do things like the Halloween, sensory-friendly Halloween, the autism baseball game, the boating event that we have over the summer, as well as all the other events that we have over the month of April for autism awareness.
it is such a big deal to the families in North Iowa. It's so amazing how appreciative they are that we have this here. It's like finally, and I think it's just that relief that they finally have something that they can go to, and it's just like, I have help.
They go above and beyond, to make us feel comfortable with what's going on. Also, keeping Brody engaged and interested, and actually coming back, weekly. I
foresee a day in the future where he no longer needs our one-on-one services and he can utilize our social skills groups. I think he would be a great candidate for a social skills group in the future. While they may graduate from one type of service, they never really graduate from the Autism Center. So we're always here to be that social skills group. We're always here to provide behavioral consultation if necessary. We're always here to talk about any concerns that they have with the school and go over IEPs, and they're always welcome back for any and all of our events. So we talk about graduation, but it's really only for graduation from one service to the next.